Hello everyone, it is Rob here from Woodward English. How are you? How are you all? How was your week? How has your weekend been so far? Let's just wait to see everyone's come in and say hello. Where are you from? What time is it? Where you are? I am in New Zealand. It is 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. Sunday morning early for me. How is everyone? Just wait for everyone to start turning up. I hope everyone has had a good week. I haven't actually done a live. Hello, Erlei there. How's it going? I read that you're in Michigan in the United States right now. That's cool. Okay. I haven't done a live stream for like 2, 3 weeks now because I've just been very, very, very busy in my real life. Because YouTube's not some real life sometimes. Hello, Uda or Huda. How's it going? Yeah, because I had to travel to another city for someone's family member's birthday. I've just been busy, very busy. But we're back again every weekend. We're gonna continue with this. Johannes, hello there, folks. How's everyone doing? Greetings from Colombia. Colombia. Great. You're good. Hello, Gabriel. I like this part. At the beginning, everyone comes in and says hello and everything like that. I always enjoy this. Oh, Elaine. So you're from Sao Paulo. Okay, that's interesting. That's a huge city. I've been to Sao Paulo. It's huge, huge, very big. Jessica's arrived too. Hello, Hassan. Sauhir. Hello, everyone. Alejandra, how's it going? It's good to see you too. Okay, Okay, this is not New Zealand. This is just a thing behind me. You can probably tell it's a green screen. Yes, it's early morning here. That's why it's like this. Okay, let me just change it a little because we are going to talk about a topic which is here. Let's continue seeing there. From Egypt. Dominican Republic. I was going to say Dominican Republic. I was going to say Republica. Dominican Republic. Morocco. Hey, Lulu, how's it going? Good to see you again. How have you been? We got Lorena from Argentina. Jonathan also. It's evening there for you. Joel also. Hello, base from Iraq. Was it Brigenda or Brigenda? Haven't done for the last 2 weeks a live stream because I've been incredibly busy in my real life. I had to leave, I had to go to another city and everything like that. So don't worry, you haven't missed anything. But I am back, continuing doing the live sessions and everything. So cool. From Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, nice. Morocco. Have you? I'm kind of happy to see you all here. Yeah, well, I'm happy to see all of you here too. Javier Andes, good to see you again. 4 p.m. in Colombia. From Mexico. I don't know what is the present perfect tense. I haven't created a video about that at the moment. I have a lesson about it, but I haven't converted it into a video because I've been teaching for like 25 years or so, and I have hundreds of lessons and lesson plans and everything. And little by little, I try and find time to convert them into videos and upload them. But I have at least 4 or 5 lessons about the perfect tense. So yeah. So that's coming eventually. Just usually the grammar lessons take me weeks to create, to convert into a video one. Junior's here from Brazil. Your first time participating from Morocco. Well, hope you enjoy. Hey, Tomic, long time. Yes, I am back with a vengeance. We've got some good topics coming up. Today's an interesting one. I'm looking forward to next week's one especially. But we're here right now. That's what's important. So it's good to see you again, Tomic. Belen, Argentina, Sao Paulo, Rose. Right, Kalem's here. Let's have a look at this topic. Sunday morning, I need my coffee. What does it say? Always spend the first 5 minutes saying hello and wait for everyone to come. Okay, so if you're ever watching this later and you don't want me to see see me saying hello to everyone, just fast forward to minute 5, to the 5th minute, and then you can see the rest of the lesson. Insider tip. Okay, but I'll still say hello to everyone when they come in. Okay, this is the question. Where is it? Over here. If you could spend one day as someone else, who would it be and why? Hey, Jorge! How's it going? So good to see you, mate. How's everything? How's everything in Chile? Andres, I'm from Colombia. Okay, so this is the topic over here. Now, what I noticed, how's your Discord channel going? Yeah, it's there. It's just whoever wants to come along and chat. Where there's a stage, if you want to give your answer orally, you can do it, Jorge. Okay? But I just want to explain a few things first about this topic. Because some people, they've put different answers from what I expected. Okay, let's look at it. It says, if you could spend one day as someone else, who would it be and why? Now look at this. If you could spend one day as someone else. Okay, that's not there. I'll change this. As, hang on. What is it? As someone else means as another person. Okay, so someone else, I'll put this here, means, oops, did I just do a double one? Whatever. Someone else, where is it? Okay, another person. Another person that is not you. Now, what I noticed in the Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, a lot of people were doing, if I could spend a day with someone else. But there's a difference between spending a day with someone and a different day as someone. What is the difference? What is the difference? Okay, Elaine. If I really could be anyone, my father who died a decade ago, because I've really missed him. So you're probably thinking of spending a day with someone. Okay, what I'm going to do, I want to explain the difference. Now, normally, we have an expression in English. It is to spend time with, someone. Now, just so you know, to spend time with someone, we don't say use time, we don't say pass time. So we don't say use time, we don't say pass time. Okay, so we'll just, one sec, where is it? So we don't say use time, nope. We don't say pass time. We say to spend time with someone. Okay? So to spend time with a person means to occupy your time in the presence or company of another person. Okay? I spend time with my children every morning, night, whenever. Okay? So you're thinking of, for example, Elaine, I'd like to spend a day with your father, which means they're next to you. So if you spend time with someone, they're next to you and you can talk to them and everything else. Hey Ange, good to see you. Okay, but my question is, if you noticed it, it has as. If I could spend a day as someone else. As, it means in a person's shoes. Like you become the person. So if I could spend a day, for example, let me put this down here a second. Okay, if I say spend a day with, my father, for example. Or if I could spend a day as my father. What's the difference? I spend a day with my father is next to me. There he is, he's there, and we talk and we tell jokes and have fun, whatever. That's with my father. I am here, he is here. But if I say, if I could spend a day as my father, it means I become my father. I am in my father's body, in my father's brain, and I can experience what it is like to be my father. Okay? So there is a difference between as and with. And with the conversation here, it says spend a day as someone else. You can also give me an example of who you like to spend a day with someone. That's another thing. But to spend a day as someone. So, going back up here. I got from, was it Poland, Brazil? If it be someone who practices parkour. Ooh, interesting. That's an interesting one. Javier Andes. I'd be someone who practices parkour to jump skyscrapers. Those skyscrapers need to be very close to each other. Otherwise, you jump and you sort of miss and you sort of make a mess on the ground. But that's a good thing because you can spend a day as that person. And if you do miss, if you jump from one building to another one and you die, it's not your body, it's the other person's body. That's terrible. So yes, Elaine, it's to be in the role of another person. So if I could spend a day as my father, I would be in the role as that person. It's in the role as. For example, you could be as a famous football player, as, I don't know, a famous actor. If you could spend the day as a famous actor, who would it be? It means you would be in the shoes of that person. Okay? You'd be in that person's body and mind and everything. I will spend time with your husband. Yep, you can do that if you like. Abdulali, hello, it's pleased to participate in English conversation. Please tell me the rules. Be kind, be nice. Stay on topic, okay? Spend quality time. We're spending time with you now. Exactly, Mary. You are spending time with me. I am spending time with you. Oh, what's it? Where is it? I just gone and looked. Here it is. Winnebago. The name. That's a toughie. If I had that opportunity, I think I would choose to be Will Smith because he's awesome. That's interesting. You would like to be Will Smith. That's a good one. I like that one. So if you could spend that, and I'll move this. So we'll get rid of that. I'll move it over here somewhere. I'll just move some things. Now, move this down. Okay, let's have a look. You can spend a day as, for example, a famous actor. You'd spend a day as Will Smith. He would be really interesting. Because just to know what he's thinking and his interactions and everything like that. That's a very good one. I like that one. Okay, now I've got it. Sorry, as in the role of someone else. Perfect. Tomek says, if I could spend one day as someone else, it would be a woman. I would totally do that too, Tomek. Totally. I'd like to see how they function in the world we live. For example, I'm a guy, I'm a male. Or a man. It would be interesting to be someone of the opposite sex, for example, like a woman, because just to know how they work, how they function, and what women think, like that movie, What Do Women Think? There's another one, What Do Men Think? There's a movie, I saw that the other night. It's quite funny. Yes, it would be, just to know. That's a very interesting one. But okay, Tomek, you say as you would like to be a woman. Which woman? Can you think of a specific one? It could be your mother, a sister, a famous person. Who would it be? So Yada, yep, you spend time with your parents, which means father with me right now. Yep, I would spend the day, okay? Because all of this, if you say if I could spend a day as a famous actor, you say, it would be, or I would spend the day as and the person. Because this is all hypothetical, not real. Hey, it's Thad from Panama. We're spending our time with you. I spend my time with my mum and siblings watching TVs. That's cool. Hello, Yolid. I would have liked to be Margaret Thatcher for a day. That's an interesting one. She was a powerful prime minister. Yes. We should make it. It can be someone that's with us now, or that someone's died. Yeah, I'd be. That's interesting. Margaret Thatcher. Yeah, she was very influential. Very. I remember in the 80s, back last century. I remember this. It was like she was very powerful. She was everywhere. She was very strong. It would be very interesting to see her day. Hopefully, it's not a day where she's just reading through through new laws and things like that, but some day where she's doing different things. That'd be very interesting. I like it. Mary, if I could spend a day as my tutor, I would teach more grammar and vocabulary. So you'd like to be your tutor so that you can teach yourself more grammar and vocabulary. That sounds cool. Oh, okay. Jolie says, I would spend one day as a rich and important model. Maybe a Kardashian. Oh, I was going to say, I was going to say some things, but yeah. As she is rich. She's very rich. So why would you like to be a Kardashian? Why? They've got a different lifestyle from the rest of the people on earth, I think. I'd like to spend a day with your grandmother because I like to listen. I would like to listen to her one more time, especially when she tells me about the first time meeting her and her husband, which is your grandfather. Oh, that's cool. Well, that sounds like an interesting story. I'd like to spend a day with your grandmother, not as your grandmother. Okay. Wait. Well done, Miriam. Would be more efficient and convenient. Okay, Jorge. Cáceres. Would you like to say this orally? Or are you okay? Hang on. I'm going to put, where is it? YouTube Live. If you want, you can just join the YouTube Live on the Discord, and you'll be able to say it. If you want, I'll just disconnect there. If I see you join the YouTube Live voice channel, you can say it, but I will read it for now. I would spend my day as the economy minister of my country and give money to everyone. You probably get fired. That sounds like a good plan. Everyone, money, free money. There you go. Money for you, money for you, money for you. And then you'd be fired after like 30 minutes. Elaine says, yes, it should be interesting, but I think it would be one of my dogs. Wow, that'd be interesting. Because they're so cute. I'd like to understand their way of licking. Licking. Living. Because when I was thinking of dogs, I think, oh, you're going to start licking other dogs' butts? Do you really want to do that? You go, smelling other dogs' bums. I'd be careful. And but yeah, that's an interesting one. I never thought of that. Spending a day as one of your dogs. Just, pat me on the back, please. Okay, this is something that you do with dogs. Oh, yeah, and people. Okay. And, to pat a dog on the back. Okay. That's the action of doing this. But you can also pat a person on the back. But they're different meetings. If you pat a dog, it's like, oh, nice dog. But if you pat a person, it's not like, oh, nice person. It's like, well done. You pat a person on the back. I'm still thinking of the dog and like licking. Ugh. Okay, let's go. Let's see another one. But that's a good one, Elaine. I like that one. I would spend the day as Brad Pitt. Ah, that's interesting. Why would you like to be Brad Pitt? That's a good one. That would be as a famous actor. Who would you be as the famous actor? I will spend my day with my family and husband and friends. So that's spending your day with. How about spending a day as a person, where you are that person? I will spend the day as my daughters, or one of your daughters, because you have to choose who's your favorite daughter. You have to choose one because I don't think, it's the rules of the universe. You can't be two people at the same time, at least on this planet. If I could spend one day as someone else, ooh, that's a good one. If I could spend one day as someone else, it would be Elon Musk. For the life of me, okay, something's gonna come. For the life of me, I'm unable to fathom, which means to understand, how he does it. How he's able to accomplish so much every day. Yes, like on the Twitter, on the toilet, and God knows where else. But yeah, doesn't he wake up like at 3 o'clock in the morning or something? Sleeps like 2 or 3 hours? But that's a good one. That's an interesting one. To see what is happening in his mind. Carlos says, I would spend the day with my wife. Is that because your wife is next to you that you have to say that? Brigenda, I would like to spend a day on Mars. On Mars. You spent like on a planet. I hope you have your breathing apparatus, but that would be interesting. It's not exactly a person, but it's like, hey, basketball, how's it going? Alejandra says, I would spend the day with my best friend, Alejandra, Rosie, because she has great stories to be told. To be told. You tell a story, okay? So you say, like you can tell, to tell stories or tell us, to tell stories or tell a story. To tell a story. Hang on, where is it? So double check. No one's in the live voice thing for now. If I could spend a day as an astronomer, as an astronomer, I would travel to the moon. You probably want to be an astronaut because astronomers, they only look at the universe, but they don't travel into space. What else is there? But yeah, going be on the moon, being on another planet would be cool. That'd be interesting. Or being on a space station, that'd be interesting. I don't know who's on the space station at the moment, but being one of them could be interesting. Just seeing the planet from a distance and floating in space, that'd be a good one. I like that. We spend more time looking for knowledge. It's very difficult to find someone who can help us. I have no idea about it. Well, you've got time to think, Basketball. When is my next live stream? Next weekend. Unless there's a meteor or something. Just the last 2 weeks I had busy because I couldn't be in the city. But I'm back home again. If in this magic day, yes, it is a magic day, I also have the opportunity to change things, it would be someone who could get rid of so many bad politicians. And then there's no more politicians in the world. My country would be a better place to live. Exactly. Or you could just be that person and it's difficult to change things in one day. If I could spend the day as an eagle, that's interesting. I would fly all around the mountains. You'd like to spend the day as an animal, as like a bird. That would be fascinating. To spend the day not as a person, but as a bird or an eagle. And you just fly, or a condor, and just flying around the Andes and just, that'd be a great sensation. Hello, good morning here, Lenita. I would like to be Jane Goodall. Icing says, I would like to be Jane Goodall because I can enjoy visiting chimps and jungle animals. That's a good one. I like that one. And I like how you gave a reason why. That's good. Because I can say, I would like to be Brad Pitt. But why would you like to be Brad Pitt? Why would you like to be the president or whatever? I would spend the day as John Green and will change the ending of The Fault in Our Stars because the ending of that story is very sad. Or I would be one of the directors of Game of Thrones. No, we're going to change the ending. No, I would change the decision to do it in the last season in such a short amount of time. If I had a chance in the past, I would be Tesla's youth. Ah, okay, you're thinking of Tesla. I was like thinking of the Tesla like Elon Musk. No, Tesla like the incredible inventor who invented everything and everyone else stole his ideas. Yes. I wonder his mind, thoughts, and daily life. That is a great one. I like that one. Faye Durmus. That's a good one. Being Tesla, not the car, the inventor, his mind, his thoughts for one day. Brilliant. His just, wow. Deshu, you have to read the conversation topic and tell who you'd like to be if you could spend one day as someone else. That's good. English Vibe says, if I could spend some time with a famous actor, it would be Daniel Radcliffe. Otherwise, I could be in someone else's shoes. It'd probably be related to any of the extreme sports. So you like to spend time with, was it Daniel Radcliffe? Or you'd be in someone interested in extreme sports. Yeah. Like teaching English. That's extreme. That's extreme, that. Yeah. Okay, what else we got there? I'd be a regular woman. Just no one specific. All of those famous people lead quite a weird life. They live in a kind of bubble and have lost touch with reality. So I'd go for a regular woman, someone that's not a good-looking woman. That'd be interesting, just to see what happens. Like, the things they need to deal with. I agree with you, Tomek. I would definitely be like a woman. I'm not too sure who, though. Hey, Alicia, good to see you again. How's it going? Nadine, hello everyone from France. Oh, here's Gonzalo. I'd like to be any of the astronauts now in space. Yeah, I mentioned that too. Or any of the Chelsea players who just won the Champions League. Oh. Greetings from Chaco in Argentina. Be one of the players. The problem, if you are the player on the day, you are in the... Oh, that would be terrible. No, but you'd have their talent. You'd have their skill. What would be interesting, I think, would to be like a player like Messi. You know, like Lionel Messi. You know, he plays, he's from Argentina and what is he? He's in Barcelona. And to be him playing a game, that would be very interesting. Because I'm pretty sure his concept of time is different from ours. I think it's like his mind works very quickly, so time for him is like probably slow. Like he just can go around people so much easier with this. I'm pretty sure, but that would be very interesting. Being, for example, Messi. I mean, I have his talent sometimes, like sleeping. No. But like on the field, it'd be interesting just to see how his mind works and skills and everything. That would be interesting. Hello from Turkey and from Guatemala. Okay, let's go see if there's someone out. Ooh. So with this time, if I could spend a day, you can spend hours with a person. For example, remember, there's this expression, to be in someone... Oops. Someone else's shoes. Okay, to be in someone else's shoes. To be in someone else's shoes, it means like to be in that person's experience or life or situation. To be in that someone's situation. Now, there's something people say is, for example, I wouldn't like to be in his or her shoes. If I say I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, that means I wouldn't like, oops, something just happened there. I wouldn't like to be that person experiencing that situation because maybe that person, he's stressed or has problems or something like that. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes. I wouldn't like that at all. Hello. I've been very well, Ibrahim. Hello. Hello, Aslam. JJ, I'd like to spend a day as a pilot. Hopefully with the knowledge of flying. Because it might be interesting to see the world from another view. Just buy a ticket in an airplane, you can see. Look out the window. No, but flying, having the responsibility of 300 people. Oh, that'll be interesting. I hope everyone will start to travel again as soon as possible. Yes, in many countries you cannot travel at all. Yeah, it'd be a pilot. Edwin, I just knew about this chat today. Do you have a page or something like that? Okay, this is, if you want some different ideas on this topic, if you could be one person, I've got lots of questions. For example, if you could spend a day, I've got many pages, websites. For example, you've got grammar.cl, woodwardenglish.com, and things like that. Okay, so I have a question for you. Would you like to spend the day as your wife or husband or partner? Would you like to spend a day as your wife? I would like to spend the day as my wife. I think that'd be very interesting. So that I can see, oh, Rob. She's right, Rob. Oh, no, there's no hope for Rob. Yeah. There'll be just one, I'll be in the body of a woman, which would be very interesting. And just to know how she thinks and how she feels and how the body works and everything like that. That'll be from her perspective. That'll be fascinating. Would you like to spend a day as your partner, as your wife, your husband, your partner? Would you like to do that? Would you like to spend the day as your mother or father? If you had to choose to spend a day as your mother or father, which one would you choose? Would you spend it as your mother or would you spend it as your father? Mohammed, it's your first time in live. Yep, I try to do it every week. Now, if I could spend one day, I will change this here. Get rid of this. Okay, I want you to decide. If I could spend a day as a famous actor, I would spend it as, give me options. Who's the famous actor or actress you would spend a day as? Who would it be? Give me your options in the chat now. Go. For me, a famous actor, I like what someone mentioned. I like that Will Smith one. That's quite a good one. Suggestion, if you could change anything you did, what would it be? I have that as one of my we're going to spend a whole session, a whole lesson about that. I think, yeah, it's like if you could change something, one thing in the past, what would it be? Because I have 200 conversation topics. I have 200 conversation topics. And I think that's one of them. So that's a good one, Elaine. And we will talk about it. It's topic number 178. I don't know. Oh, Carlos. Ronaldinho. Is he an actor? Oh, what's the name? Who's the guy at the last World Cup? He kept falling over all the time. He plays in, it was a Paris Saint-Germain. What's the name of that football player? I can't remember him. Oh, I forget. I've got to search for this. Paris Saint-Germain. I've got to look for this one. Football players. Otherwise, I know you're going to tell me, but I need to know now. Neymar. Yeah, he's a good actor. Thank you. Everyone mentioned it. Exactly. That's the one. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Tomek. Yes, he's a very good actor. Oh, my leg. Oh, my. So you'd be Emma Watson. Yeah, she hasn't done many films lately, but I think she's coming back now. She has a new one coming, but she was very quiet for a while. Emma Watson, she's from Harry Potter, isn't she? Or am I thinking? No! I'm thinking of someone else. Don't worry. I would spend my day as a successful woman. The adjective is this. I'll do it here. It's quicker in the chat. Successful. Sorry, I'm not... yeah, you can't think of anyone. If I could spend a day as a king, I would remove all the borders between countries and provide friendship. Now that sounds good, but the king of the other country probably wouldn't like it. So he's like, sweet, no borders. But that would be interesting, Mary, that you mentioned to be a king or a queen or a prince. That would be interesting, like being Prince William or Queen Elizabeth, just to know. Or no, like for example, Queen Elizabeth, she has had so many experiences just to be in her mind for a day. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, lots of borders everywhere, but anyway. Edmund, good grammar. For example, win lottery. If you could spend the day as Esther, Chris Hemsworth. And we'd be looking at yourself in the mirror like, oh yeah, I like this body. Oh, Jorge says, spend the day as your wife. The first thought would be, what was I thinking? Getting married to Rob. Oh man. 20 years regretting it. Exactly. I will know the truth. Carlos, if I could spend a day as a famous actor, I would swing all the time in my pool. Who would it be? Who's the person? You got to name a person. I would swim. You don't need to be a famous actor to swim in a pool. You'd be Christian Bale. Interesting. Elaine, if I could spend a day as a famous teacher. Who's a famous? I don't know any famous teachers. It would really be, I'm not famous. I'd be you. I'm not famous at all. In my house, I'm not even famous. When I've had the opportunity to learn how to make such interesting videos in classes, I'm so shy with the camera. I am a shy person too. You'll be surprised. I'm a very shy, serious, I'm a shy person. People that know me, they know I'm quiet, and I'm just like, I prefer to listen and learn. If there's a lot of people, I'm very shy. But at the moment, I don't know. It's my multiple personalities I have. How are you going, everybody? Great, Edmund. If I could spend a day as Thomas Pesquet in the ISS. Interesting. Neymar plays football. He is an actor. If you saw the last World Cup, I laughed so much about some of those memes. Oh, they made me laugh. If I could spend a day as a toddler, I wouldn't grow up, but it's only for one day. I would spend it as Jim Carrey. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't think you're shy. I am shy. A Formula One driver, Veronica. That's a good one. Which Formula One driver would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be? Who would be? Okay, I'm going to change it from a famous actor. You now have to choose. I would spend the day as a famous singer. Who would it be? Who would it be? The famous singer. Choose a famous singer. Okay. Personally, oh, maybe not. Yes. Okay. Freddie Mercury. But he's not alive now, so I probably don't want to be him. Otherwise, I'll wake up in a coffin or something. But if he were alive, it'd be interesting just to see what's going through his mind. Oh, okay. If I could spend a day as a famous singer, not as a singer, maybe as a guitarist. I'd like to spend the day as maybe Brian May from Queen. Because he's an astrophysicist. Like, he's got a PhD in astrophysics. He's like amazing. He knows so much about the universe, but he also plays the guitar. And just to try and remember a lot of his, I would spend that day trying to remember all of the things he went through, experience. Like the day he was at Live Aid, an iconic performance, just to see what he felt, from his memories, because you can't relive it, but just reliving those memories, that would be good. Hamilton, okay. Dave Grohl, yeah, the Foo Fighters, that'd be interesting. He's a nice person, I like him. I've never met him, but he seems like a very nice person. English vibes would be like to be Billie Eilish. Interesting. What's happening in her mind and everything like that. You just like to spend time in the countryside. Mick Jagger. You want to learn, Gonzalo says he'd like to be Mick Jagger. I would never die. You'd learn the secret to immortality. Joe Satriani. Oh, I was thinking about Joe Satriani or Steve Vai. Joe was like Steve Vai's teacher, but oh yeah, Ingrid Malmsteen, yeah. But one of those guitarists, a famous musician, I would definitely be Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, one of those ones. Oh, John, okay, Petrucci also, that'd be good. Oh, I like you. You guys are good. You guys know good music. This is good. This is all hypothetical. It is all hypothetical. Celine Dion. That's interesting, Patricia. That's really interesting. As a famous singer, it'd be Sia. What is my nationality? I am from New Zealand. I was born in New Zealand. My education was in New Zealand. And then when I was 22, I left New Zealand, went around the world. Well, okay, not around the world. I went to one country. And then I came back. After Liam Gallagher, also. Rock Makes You Feel in the Clouds, yeah. What about, no one's mentioned Lady Gaga. That's interesting. Who else is there? Okay, another one. A famous, okay, we've mentioned this. If there's a famous sports person, if I could spend the day as a famous sports person, who would it be? He has a nice personality, does he? Does Liam Gallagher have a nice personality? I have no idea. I would spend the day as Adele. Oh, she's a very good singer. She's a very good. Yeah, that's a good one. Kilem. Lulu says, I'd like to spend one day as Michelle Obama. That would be brilliant. That's a good choice. I like that choice. Yeah. Just so that you get to know, the other Obama. Barack Obama. I was thinking, oh my God, what's his first name? Barack Obama. Yeah, that'd be interesting. You just because she's really intelligent. Yeah. Michael Phelps. You're talking about the swimmer. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nah, Messi. Someone's put Cristiano Ronaldo, and the other one's like Messi. It's like this great. Just a question, just a relaxing question. Who's better, Cristiano or Messi? Here comes the fire in the chat. I know who I would prefer. I would be Michael Jordan at his prime. That would be, yeah, just to feel the skills and know those skills and everything. Gabriela Sabatini in tennis? You're not very savvy about sports, but maybe a gymnast. Ooh, one of those real flexible gymnasts that do like 2,000 spins in the air and they land on their feet. That would be interesting to be able to do that. I'd probably be scared to do it the first time, like the somersault and thing. Rafael Nadal, also another tennis. Messi, better than Maradona. Yeah, we'll have a chat about that another. Robert, okay, yeah, I know, but that's because he's from your country. That's why. Like we've got some very good football players in New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah, no, nah. Eric Clapton. I was just talking about the musicians. I live in Barcelona, so Messi. We're gonna be talking about that all day. I'm Argentinian, Messi. Okay, I'm not from Argentina. I'm not from Spain or Portugal. Personally, I think. Yeah, Messi. He's got the advantage there. He's just his talent. Yeah, he's good. LeBron James. Nice. That'd be good. Like, playing one of those NBA games. That'd be cool. How about? Can you think of? Ooh, in the past, Muhammad Ali. That would be or Mike Tyson. Ooh. Okay, another one. Would you like to? Can you think of a famous? I thought of this. If I could spend the day as a famous writer, who would it be? Now, some people don't have a famous, know of many famous writers. Do you know Pelé? Yes, I think Pelé was amazing. Of course, I know him. I remember, it's like when I was younger, you pretend to be Pelé and Maradona, and you were nowhere near their best. I'd be George Best at his prime. He was a football player. If I could spend the day as a famous writer, you'd think maybe what's the guy that, I'm forgetting everyone's name today. William Shakespeare. That would be interesting. I mean, he's not alive now, but going back in time to be that person, William Shakespeare, how imaginative he was and everything. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Or J.K. Rowling. That would be interesting, what she was thinking in certain situations. Because I'm sure there are things she hasn't said that she could have included in her books, but she never did. Hunter S. Thompson also. Virginia Woolf. Good. These are all good. Yeah, Tomac. Oh, because of... Or, what's the name? Oh, Emily Bronte. Okay, yeah. So many good ones. Oh, what's the guy? Oh, was it G.G. Martin? He did the Game of Thrones. It's like, what was he thinking? Nah. But I would definitely be... One that many people don't know. I'd be David Eddings. I'd probably be him. Jules Verne in English. Jules Verne, Malana. Hamilton. How about, can you think of a comedian? Someone's already mentioned Jim Carrey, I was going to say Robbie Williams. No, Robin Williams. I get those two confused. How about a comedian? Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Oh, yeah. 100 Years of Solitude. 100 años de soledad. Yeah, that's a good. Miguel de Cervantes. And you wonder, when they created those works like Miguel de Cervantes, and I just want to include that one. I don't know why that one's Andy Kaufman. I don't know why that was blocked automatically. But yeah, just like what they were thinking. Because there are things that were not included in a book. If I could spend a day as a famous writer, I would write a best English book for learners. Oh, a best. It depends, because some writers, a book for learners so that they could read. Yeah. Oh, is Pele sick at the moment? That's not good. Jimmy Kimmel, Lee Sing. Just to think, because some people are naturally funny. Some people are naturally funny. So, would you like... Okay, I've got a question for you. If, I don't know, it doesn't... Jerry Lewis... I would like to spend a day as Lady Gaga. That'd be interesting. She's had some very interesting, different experiences. In the past, Pele. Eddie Murphy. Ricky Gervais. Eddie Murphy. Yeah, he is funny, I remember. Lena Morgan. Okay, if I could spend the day as my boss, what would you do? Give myself more money? The eternal Charles Chaplin. Old Charlie Chaplin. Be Mr. Bean, old Rowan Atkinson. Mr. Bean. Just some people are naturally funny and they can always think of things like very quickly. It's a natural thing. If I could spend a day as my boss, would you be able to? Would you? I would. What would you do if you could spend it as your boss? I don't really have a boss. Unless my wife. Would you like to spend it as your boss? Some people have bosses. Or another one. If I could spend a day as... I would spend it as... Look at this one. Billionaire. Okay, look at this. Imagine this. If you could spend it as a billionaire. Imagine I could spend a day as my boss. I'd fire myself right away. Tommy, you're fired. Be less strict with tardiness. About being late. I would like to spend my day with you because I have a chance to speak. You can speak English here. You can practice English here. No problem at all. If I could spend a day as a boss, I would create more jobs for jobless people. I would like to, for example, I would like to create more jobs for people. It's just being able to finance it sometimes a little difficult. But I would love to do that. In Chile I could do that, but here at the moment, no. Okay, so it'd be interesting to spend it as a billionaire. Now, I was going to say millionaire, but in some countries, a millionaire is like $1 million and you can't buy much nowadays. I would think a billionaire. With a billionaire, it means basically you can do what you can buy, do, eat, drink, experience what you want. This would be interesting, just to know what it's like to you don't really think that much about spending money. Like you go to an ice cream shop and you can have, instead of 1 cone, 2 cones. I have 2 cones anyway, always. It's like, oh yes, chocolate ice cream. But you imagine spending it as a billionaire. That'd be interesting. You'd like to spend it as Serena Williams. There. As the tennis, yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, I think as a final choice, I would definitely choose a woman. Just for the physiological, just to see what it's like and the reactions and observing the people and how men treat you and things like that. Like I have an idea, but it'd just be interesting just to see how it is. I would spend it as Jim Carrey. Oh, Adam Sandler. He's in loads of movies. Adam Sandler, he's in all of the movies that you can imagine for comedy. That'd be good. That's interesting. Okay, so I would spend it as a billionaire. What would you do? You are one day. Okay, here's the question. You are one day as, in the role of, as a person, as a billionaire. What would you do in that one day? One day as a billionaire. What would you do? Naya mentions Mr. Bean too, another one. As a public figure. Tomek, if I could spend a day as a billionaire, I would you should say I would continue to exploit people. You're missing a word in there. I would continue to exploit people and cheat the system to earn even more. You say, not all billionaires are like that. Maybe. Oh, that's a good word. English 5 has used a great word. This one here. I would splurge. Okay, splurge. Okay, I would splurge. This word is a new word for, I imagine, many of you. To splurge means to spend a lot of money. It's like usually like excessively, or to spend money excessively. It's like to spend a lot of money on something. To splurge. I would splurge on, and then you say the thing. So that's a good verb. Thanks for reminding me of that, English Vibes. Mary says, if I could spend a day as a billionaire, I would help poor people and create more jobs for all people. I would do something like that too, definitely. Okay, I'm a billionaire for one day. I'm going to sign something, make it signed, where I would create different charities, organizations, a foundation. Okay, yeah, boom. Here's a few $100 million for this organization to stop hunger in some places. I would definitely do that. I don't like to spend my day with a billionaire. No, you're spending it as a billionaire. You spend it with a billionaire, they're next to you. Spend a day as a billionaire, you are the billionaire. Because they never treat you as equal. That's probably true, that, yeah. I don't know, I've never met a billionaire. Oh, yes, I have. A mining one from Australia. Yeah. But they were normal-ish. But usually you associate billionaires with their, like, got, yeah, jewels and things like that. But there are some billionaires that are sort of low-key. I would take mother to different countries to visit beautiful places. You got one day to travel to these different countries. I'd travel to Paris for dinner. Not just anywhere, at the most exclusive place possible. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have, no, you can have breakfast. Where am I going to have breakfast? You have breakfast in breakfast in New Zealand. No, I've already had breakfast in New Zealand. I had it today. Okay. Breakfast in one country, you have lunch in another country, and dinner in, for example, New York. So you have lunch in Paris, dinner in New York, but you spend your whole time in an airplane, so that's probably a boring way to spend it. Yeah, splash out on overly fancy and expensive things to splurge. I'd like to one day be Roald Dahl. Ronald Dahl. Yeah, that's a good one. If I could be a billionaire, I'd like to help poor people improve their... I would definitely use my billionaire money to improve the education of people in different schools, including their houses and jobs. I would love to do that. That is one of my big objective long-term goals I would love to do. To be able to improve the education, like just some people they don't have shoes to go to school in, just to help these things. Because if you just give money to people, they'll just spend it and disappears, nothing improves. If you spend it on education, you can help them create a better future for themselves and their family. So I would definitely do that. I would spend money. I would give to my poor. Okay, I'll try. I'll say it. I would spend money. I would give money to my poor version. Yes, I spend the day as a billionaire. I would give half of my money to Rob, the poor version, the poor Rob. I would totally do that. And I'm going to make it legal, so there's no way that it cannot happen. I would like to travel to all of the countries, but you got one day to do it. Jorge says, I would spend my day as a millionaire and give half the money to me. Definitely. But you don't want to be a millionaire. You want to be a billionaire, because millionaire is only like $1 million. Well, if you have $1 million, you're a millionaire. And now, $1 million, that's what a house costs here. Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'll put the money in my bank account. Everyone is transferring all of this money to their private accounts. No, I would make a legal document, because if you transfer it, the billionaire, the next day, he's going to say, no, there was an error. I want you to reverse it. And they've got the power to probably do that. I would give food and medicine to all children who need it in the world. Medicine, yeah. You could eradicate some things. That would be good. If I were a billionaire, I would adopt a lot of children. That's so nice. You need a big house, adopt lots of children, and just, yeah. What does she say? Help the poor people definitely improve the education. Hey, Harold, how's it going? Welcome back on my screen. Yes, I've been on your screen. Yes, I'm back on here again. Oh, I can see in your room. Look, who's that over there behind you with a knife? No, just kidding. Yes. Yeah, so everyone is passing the money back. Yes, that would be the basis and root for overcoming the world problems such as famine and poverty. I reckon that's the top thing. The best one could do in just a day, because that's not long enough, and at least build a foundation for something efficient. Definitely. You have one day. No, I would pass the money to myself. I'd pass a lot of the billionaire money to poor Rob, as someone's here, as their poor version as Rob. And when I'm Rob again, I'm like, okay, now I can start to create. Because I don't need big houses or nice flash cars, or I don't need these things. I'm just happy with the things that I have. So I would like to have, especially in education and helping people that do not, there are many people in the world that go to school hungry. It's like, oh, it's so terrible. I would help the elders because they need love. Yeah. If I'm a billionaire, I would give a bit to charity. Just a bit, just like, just 100 million. Yeah. But sometimes I think, sometimes some charities, this is just me, it's like some of the charities, it's like, how well is that money used? You give them $100 million, and then suddenly they spend it on brand new cars or a bigger building for them, and it doesn't sometimes go to the people. I'd be very careful about how to make sure the money arrives to the people that need it. Definitely. So, why would you like to spend the day as this person? Why would you like to spend it as all of these different people? I think if I were a billionaire, I would plant as many trees as I could and change the earth. I had to make it a whole jungle. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. It's like, yeah, okay, I want to spend $100 million for trees to be planted, and you just plant like 100 million trees, like $1 each tree, 100 million trees. They could make a difference. As long as it's not one of those forestry trees where they cut them down again. That's what billionaires do. I planted 1 million trees, but then 20 years later I cut them and I earned a lot of money. What else we got? I'd plan a coup. I won't go down that way. You don't know what you'd do? Interesting. If I could spend a day as a billionaire, I would create lots of unis or universities for free of charge for students. Yeah. I would start, instead of universities, I think I would go for improving the conditions of primary schools. Like the education of primary schools, like at least until they're 12 years old. Just so that they could have an education, learn to read, learn to write. Because if a person can already go to university, they've usually had some type of education. I want to help those that have like zero education. For example, the parents, they send their child who is 5 years old, go onto the street to sell whatever, sell rice, chocolate, whatever, to get money back. I would help those, like, okay, here's the dollar that person that person makes $1-2 a day. Here's the $1 or $2, but I want that child at the school to learn. The family has that $1 or $2 they need, but the child is learning, and that can start making positive changes. That'd be a very interesting makeover as well as a thrilling feeling. I build a new care home. You can build more than one. Unfortunately, I have to go now, and thanks, Rob. I really appreciate this topic. Thanks a lot, Elaine. Also, yeah, I'll be finishing very soon because I have somewhere else I gotta be today. I normally I do this on Friday your time and Saturday my time. But yesterday I had some activities in the morning, so I did it today instead. But next week it's going to be on Saturday my time, which is Friday your time. And I was going to quickly look for something here. My notes, where is it? Chat. Okay. So here, remember, I was going to copy this in here because I actually have to finish the stream right now. As a billionaire, I would buy all coronavirus vaccines and distribute them fairly all over the world. You probably need to be more than a billionaire. What I discovered in New Zealand. Okay, in New Zealand, we have a population of 5 million people. and about 1 million sheep. Okay, we've got 5 million people in New Zealand. And for the vaccines to be distributed in New Zealand, purchasing the vaccine, it costs $900 million, almost $1 billion for 5 million people. And I think that's only 5 million people. And in some countries, it got 15, 20 million. That's like 4 billion. In some countries, it got a lot more. So these pharmaceutical companies, they're getting lots of money. So you probably need to be more than a billionaire, because being a billionaire, you're only giving it to like one country if you're lucky. If I spend a day as a billionaire, I would improve primary school conditions. That is what I would do too. Make them warm or not hot, or where they're not cold. So a child goes into a room and sometimes they're cold and hungry in some places, and they've got no access to anything. They don't have a pen or write. That's one of my, I would love to do that. You don't need to be a billionaire to do that, but you can do little steps, little by little. You can improve those conditions. Anyway, I'm going to put some things here, because we're going to end it here right now. 1 second. It's gonna yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna copy something. Copy X. Okay, remember, thanks for today. Take care. See you next week. Until next time, Tomek. So remember, you can become a YouTube channel member. You have access to our Discord. No one did it today, but as in, we've got a YouTube live voice. If you want to speak on YouTube, just join that thing and I will hear your responses. It's appreciated. And you will know next time I am live on Twitter, on Facebook, on on Instagram and everything like that. Join in the conversation and I'll let you know next time. Next time, excuse me. To the end of our life, yeah. With next week, it's going to be about about movies. It's going to be about movies and things like that. I will publish the conversation topic during the week, and we're going to be talking about movies next time. Next week, movies. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you everyone for dropping by and saying hello and sharing your comments. It is great to return to say hello to everyone and everything like that. So, until next time, please stay safe, take care, and have an awesome day.